Welcome everybody to the channel. If you're new, you're welcome. Just an update basically on the situation with TV licensing. My situation has not changed because I don't watch the BBC television, don't watch the iPlayer, don't watch any live television. And that's all you need to know, folks, really. There's so much speculation going on now because of a situation with the BBC announcing that they're going onto YouTube. And of course, YouTube is a platform that I am on now, and I have a voice to give them an opinion about the BBC, of course, and their particular situation of funding, which is going to change whichever way you look at it. It's got to change because it's you, the public out there, who are not paying for the TV license anymore. And that's nothing anybody can do. It's you, the public, who have your say, not politicians, not the board of directors on BBC. It's you, the public, and you make the decision whether you want to watch or not watch and how you want to pay. Now, of course, if things change in 2027 when they have this new green paper, which we're looking at now, it's a green paper on the funding, the government's looking on a way to fund the BBC. Now, there's so many things coming up on people. I mean, I watched the Black Belt Barrister, which is a great guy. He tells you the law, and there's a lot of things he does outline on the law. And the law states at the present time, there's no change in the law till Act of Parliament. If you're not watching BBC television, you're not watching the iPlayer, you're not signed into that, and you're not watching live television, you're not breaking any laws. You have the freedom to have a choice of what you say and what you watch. So that's where we stand at the moment. Now, obviously, with this green paper, they're bringing out other ways of funding the BBC. It could be commercial ways, advertisements being said. It could be a subscription channel, which is the iPlayer. It's all there, been built for it. It's there, but of course the BBC missed out on that particular thing because they did try to promote it, but it didn't catch on with the public because if it had been a subscription channel like Netflix, it would have been on your remote control. You have a remote control for your TV to turn it on. Like Netflix, you've got Netflix on your remote. You've got Disney. You've got other channels that are on remote control, and you can sign up into the app. But the BBC, over the last 10 or 15 years, didn't promote it at all to TV companies. It's there on your TV, the app to sign up to, but it never got promoted. So the iPlayer wasn't a thing because it's on the internet as well. It's an internet player, which is what it should be. Now, it's all there built for subscription and advertisements. So that's one thing, the option they've got. The other part of the government is saying, well, they could put it on your council tax. Now, if they put it on your council tax, which is another way of funding it, it's got to be paid. It becomes state television because you've got to pay. If it's council tax, it's a tax. It is a tax now, but you've got the choice whether to opt in or opt out, because if you're not watching, you're not paying. It's simple as that, folks. There's no other way. So, like I said, at my position at the moment, I'm under investigation for the last 31 months. This is the month 30th February now. I'm waiting for my 31st letter number 31, to arrive on my doorstep saying that I need to pay for a license. Well, unfortunately, the BBC don't sort of understand that I don't need one because I've already done the declaration several years ago, and I told them I don't need it. I rang them up and told them. But that makes no difference anymore if you do that. It makes no difference to them because all they want is your money. What's all they ever wanted anyway. And they say, if you ring them and say, I don't watch it, but we can call around at any time. So it's pointless what they say when you ring them up. So what it is, folks, really, it's you, the public, who make this decision, And of course, if Reform the BBC, Reform UK get in reform, Nigel, our friend Nigel, he will scrap the BBC right away, the license fee, and it'll make it another way of funding it, which is probably subscription based, like a Netflix channel. It could be on YouTube, and of course, that's another option with what they've got. They're going to YouTube because they want to get a younger audience. I mean, I'm on YouTube here as Reform the BBC because that's what it needs to be done, folks. That's where I started this channel off and became Inspector C because they're inspecting me for doing nothing wrong. I don't watch. So the thing is, eventually this will be sorted out because the people, in the millions of people, over 1 million people, 300,000 and maybe 500,000 to 750,000 in the last 2 years have stopped paying. And they're losing over £1 billion a year in revenue. That's 24 million households. Now, as I said, if they've got 4 million people not paying, it's a big chunk of their revenue. Although they still get money from BBC Studios. And the people who are paying for the programmes to be made, BBC sell the programmes to other countries that you're paying a licence fee for. So they're making a profit from 5 billion, it's gone down to 4 billion. So they're losing £1 billion profit, revenue. So they're still making money, but they just can't, just can't fund other things. But they have to sell programs. That's to make the money. UK Gold and BBC Studios and other programs they make, they sell them to other countries. But anyway, like I said, I'm expecting my next letter shortly, which is the same thing. I don't even open them. I don't have to open them because it's the same thing. I'm going to get £1,000 fine. I'm going to get a knock at the door. Well, I'm still waiting, BBC. It's been 31 months since my declaration ended and they started sending me letters because I was doing the right thing by saying, I told them I'm not watching. You can come round if they want to knock on my door. And I say, yes, have you got a search warrant to come into my house? If they have a search warrant, they can come in. But they're not going to get a search warrant because they've got no evidence that I'm watching. So that's one thing, they can't come into the house because they've no right to come in the house unless they've got a magistrate's court warrant to come and investigate my property. And they're not going to do that. So anyway, once people know where you stand, and this is why I do the channel, once you know where you stand legally, which is like at the back, check out the Black Belt Barrister. It's a great channel. He's coming up to 1 million subscribers now, and he tells you the law of the land. And the law hasn't changed, even though the BBC will put press releases out, put people think articles in the Times, in the Mirror, anywhere they can try and make you pay. They say, well, we're thinking about putting on the council tax. We're thinking about putting it onto your internet prescription charge, and all the rest of it. All kinds of way of making the books, better pay it, and that kind of stuff. They just run on fear. It's like a Gestapo, the way the Nazi party, the Nazi propaganda machine, got, their propaganda out, what they wanted the people to believe. And of course, it's the BBC who are just putting things out there. We want it on the council tax, that kind of stuff. So then you've got to pay. But that's got to go through Parliament. And it's you, the public, who can disagree with it if you don't want to do it. I mean, look at the poll tax many years ago. When people had to pay, say 3 or 4 people in a household, they had to pay the fee, and that's what it was. And it soon got stopped by the public didn't pay. And there's riots in the street, just rioting everywhere in the streets. That could happen here with the BBC licence fee. If it comes to state television, then it's the government who has the power to see what you want to watch and what you want to hear. It's got to be independent from which it isn't now. It's very biased now, as everybody knows. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there, folks, because I said before, we'll see what happens. The Green Paper's just come out. I did watch part of the Black Belt Barrister's last video. There's a green paper come out by the government, look into all these situations, and you can take part in it. But I'll find out more information about that because I didn't really get into that part. But I'll find out more because you can have your say, and that's what it's all about, folks. What do you want? How do you want to pay the TV license? Do you want to pay a subscription? Do you want, like ITV, make money? the Channel 4 advertisements. Advertisement, YouTube here. If I was monetized, I would get money from YouTube because you're watching this channel, or this video, and I will get revenue from advertisements. That's the way YouTube works. It's the biggest company in the world. Google's one of the biggest companies in the world own YouTube. So BBC, that's why they're going onto YouTube, you see, because they've lost out to YouTube, because everybody's on YouTube basically, and other media channels, TikTok and all the other Netflix, X, all the social media channels. The people are on there. The younger generation are going to pay the bills. Anyway, folks, I'm going to leave it there because I said I just thought I'd let you know. We'll see what happens in the updates this month, because it's another month and I should get my letter shortly. The usual thing, and I'll let you know if they do come to the door, because I'm still waiting. I've been waiting now 3 years, basically. All right, then. So, anything. Thanks a lot. Please hit the like. Leave some comments if it helps you. That's what I'm here for, to stop the fires on the door as well. I do a lot of shorts, and they're just to tell people, I get my message across to a lot more people, not to sign anything or say anything on the doorstep, to say no, thank you. I don't require a license on this premises, and shut your door. And that is it, folks. Nothing can be done. Leave it at that. Like I say, just say no, thank you, and shut your door. Anyway, folks, I will see you on the next one. Bye for now. Bye now.